Can't stress it enough. Loving your touch, girl, your vibe is making me blush. Keeping in touch, and these hoes be blowing my phone. Leave me alone like they saying I don't fuck with you. And in reality, I do.
What it do to Don and K family now? I know y'all know that y'all was waiting for another video from us, and we have been nothing but consistent. We trying to bring nothing but originality on this channel. So,
we were trying to find
ado,
like different ways to be us, and also put out things that y'all want to see. You know,
and just give back in the most easy way we know how to do it. So, without further ado, we're going to kind of do a continuation of the series that we started yesterday with relationships and healthy relationships. And with that being said, we want to come to y'all today with a segment we like to call bad relationship habits. So we actually got a list today of 5 bad relationship habits that you want to make sure you're either not doing at all, which kind of isn't possible. So you want to make sure you have under control, limit as much as possible to where it's not extremely problematic in your relationship.
Okay. So the first one I say is bad communication. You have to know how to communicate with the person that you're with, and different people communicate differently. Like you have to know your partner in order to know how to communicate with them. Like your ex probably wouldn't respond how you communicate with them like you would
with your current partner.
With your current partner, it's 2 different people. You have to know your partner in order to know how to communicate, how to effectively communicate with them.
Precisely. Like, for instance, you can't, as far as dudes speaking, you can't, with a lot of dudes, you can talk to them any type of way and it'll be okay with them because of the generation we live in now. But like a person like me, I don't tolerate disrespect. So when you disrespect me, I'm gonna get on your heels because I'm not finna sit there and be disrespected. You can call your ex to be or whatever. Y'all can joke around like that. I don't do that. I don't joke like that.
Or like for instance, you can tell like your ex, you acting like a female right now, and he is not gonna take offense to that. But if you tell like your boyfriend that, he might think you trying to call him out his name.
Right, and it'd be taken
and it'd be like 2 different ways.
It's
like I'm used to, saying this with him and he don't trip as much as you trip when I say this to you. Like, you have to know your partner.
And to still continue on with bad communication, one of probably the biggest ways y'all probably interpreted bad communication is not expressing emotions and feelings and just not talking to each other in serious situations. Like, I mean, logically, you shouldn't want to not talk to your partner if you have a problem with something. You're supposed to communicate that. You're supposed to let the person know, okay, this was the problem, this was wrong, etc. So you can easily diffuse that bond.
And you also have to be easy to talk to as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because if your partner feels like, okay, every time something is wrong with me and I tell him what's wrong with me, and she's just gonna get mad anyways, or he's just gonna get mad anyways, I might as well not say anything about it because it's gonna make it worse. You have to know how to talk to them and also how to receive what they're saying to you and not take offense to it yourself.
Precisely. So
that's not easy though, because that's something that me and him still was working on, trying to better it.
We've gotten a lot better at it.
We've gotten a lot better at it.
These series also help us too, so ironically. So while y'all learning something, we learning each other more still too. I mean, we've only been together a year and 2 months, so it's always more to learn. There's always more to learn. But we're gonna go into our second topic.
Yep, our second one is secrets. Secrets could be things that you've done with people. It can mean things that you've done within your relationship. It can mean anything, any secret that you may have, unless it's like something personal that you've been through and that you're not ready to talk about. Then I would say that's fine. Just know that it's going to be a time where you will have to talk about it, and you can't like keep that a secret forever. As in like being assaulted, raped, things like that.
Anything, you gotta put that all on the table, especially if you feel like this would be something
because
serious.
Like that's something that can affect you as a person, and your significant other needs to know, like, oh, she acts like this because of what happened to her previously.
Precisely, and vice versa. Like me personally, as a man, I'm extremely big on honesty.
I'm not going to keep nothing from you, for one, because I'm terrible at keeping a secret. And for two, because I just feel like you should know everything that's going on at all points of time. I'm not going to keep no information from you. I'm doing you a disservice. You feel me? So if something happened, no matter what it is,
Even
or
if
how
you
big or
don't
how
think
small,
it's serious.
you have to let the other person know. You can't. Because I hate being in the dark about anything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure you know exactly what's going on, and you can take it for what it is, however you want to take it. But at least you know what it is and what it ain't. You feel me? You always supposed to have the understanding with your partner. I'm not gonna keep anything from you because that's how we rock with each other. That's how solid we are. Mm-hmm. At that point, it's like ain't nobody else supposed to know something that your partner don't know.
Right.
It doesn't make sense.
Right. Like I said, even if you feel like it's not that big of a deal to tell them, or you think that he's gonna be mad or she's gonna be mad if you tell them, it's best to tell them, because 9 times out of 10, if you tell somebody, look, I messed up, I did this, he or she is better on taking you back or forgiving you if you just be 100 with them, rather than them having to find out from somebody else, or something else comes up and they find out. Because then it's like, why you didn't tell me?
Precisely. It's like, you ever heard the saying of, so you'd rather know what's going on than be in the dark about it. I mean, personally, I'd rather know what's going on than be in the dark about anything. So at the end of the day, I'd be like, man, you could just told me that.
A female or a dude would be more likely taking you back. Say if you cheated, right? And you come to them, I messed up, I did this, I'm so sorry, it won't happen again. This is what happened, this is why it happened, it won't happen again. Rather than the person that you cheated with telling them, oh, I just did this with him or her. Because then it's like, you being sneaky, you don't have no remorse for what you did.
Exactly, you just, doing evil.
Right. You ready for the third one?
Yeah, let's go on to it.
Third one is degrading. You want to start?
Yeah, I can start degrading. There should be no point in time in your relationship. I don't care if you're arguing or regardless. You can argue, you can say whatever you want to say in an argument, but don't degrade your significant other, man. Like, even if you're in an argument, which is even worse, because like, at what reason would you have to degrade your significant other in that situation? Like, you calling them out their name, making them feel less of themselves is counterproductive.
Because a lot of people say words don't hurt me. Words do hurt from somebody that you love.
Words
like,
hurt everybody,
do
man.
hurt. Now, words can hurt from people you don't know. Honestly, words just hurt sometimes.
Words don't hurt you, your significant other, then quite honestly, they don't give a about you. It is really as simple as that, man. They don't care that much for it to hurt.
Especially with females, words stick. Like, you say something to them, she'll never forget what you said. Like,
they always overthinking that.
She'll keep thinking about it, and then some stuff happen, or you do some stuff, and it'll remind her what you said, and be like, did he mean that? Things like that. You gotta watch your tongue. Sometimes you have to hold your tongue in a relationship.
For the greater good.
You have to hold your tongue in a relationship.
Because like 9 times out of 10, bro, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth you winning that argument, or it's not worth it, bro. I mean, you won the argument, which you lost your relationship. Like, was it worth it, bro? Just because you was right, whatever you felt like was necessary in that moment.
Right.
You too old for that, bro. I had to get out of that phase. You know what I'm saying? I was really heavy on the talking my shit
and then it rubbed off on me, because like I didn't used to do that before, and then like he started doing it, and then it rubbed off on me, and then I started doing it, and then it was just like, yeah, we was at it.
But it's all about growth, man. As long as you're making sure you're sewing up your loose ends and making sure that you ain't doing or making same mistakes.
And if you know, like, your partner is insecure about one thing, don't bring it up in an argument.
Don't put them on blast.
Don't bring them up in an argument. Or don't even like go as far as telling them you're insecure, because that sometimes could be like, hurtful. Because a lot of people don't want to hear that. Even if you don't feel like
it's hurtful, bro. Exactly. I was saying if you know it is to hurt, just don't do it, bro. It's really a lot of arguments, bro, have such simple solutions. If you want to be completely honest with you, the only problem be the pride of one or both of the people in the argument. Honestly, that'd be the only real problem. Let's segue into that last one.
No, we got 2 more.
Which one we on now?
We on 4. Distancing.
Distancing.
You want to start that one too?
I can start that one. Distancing. Oh my God. this is another big one. Distancing is terrible in a relationship unless absolutely necessary for y'all to gather y'all thoughts and get back on track. But distancing, man, distancing really make your significant other feel like you don't want them no more. Feel like you don't want to be around them. If you're always like making excuses as to leaving, or as simple as y'all live together, or you not wanting to be around them, you in separate rooms all the time, you're not really talking to them like
Not
that.
intimate.
That makes the person feel like, I mean, there's no person on earth that's not going to eventually feel like this person doesn't want to be with me because they don't want to be around me. How could they want to be with me?
Everyone needs the security, like
You need that
the
security,
feeling of security,
that confirmation.
Yeah, and like something as far as, for instance, your other person is used to being around you 24/7, all day, every day, and then like it's a sudden change. Then they'll be thinking like, okay, what did I do wrong? Why is this person always doing this? Is this person doing that? Like they start overthinking. So even if you like need a little bit of space, because everybody needs their space every now and then, tell them like,
Right.
I just been feeling like this. I just need, a little space. I'm finna go here right now.
Which draws back into communication.
Exactly.
all of these really, honestly, all of these interlock with each other in some way, shape, or form, bro. They're all a circle.
Because you're gonna go through all of these problems in the relationship, all of them. And if you aren't,
At least 4 of these motherfuckers.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
And
At
if
least.
you aren't, then
Question that relationship, honestly.
Right.
You're not gonna. I mean, either both or either one or both of you really don't care, and y'all not all in on it if you're not going through at least 4 of these situations.
yeah.
It's
And then if you're
human.
upset about something, I used to be bad at this. I used to just shut down and just like not talk, not say anything, just like shut myself down, and that's a form of distancing, and that's not good because
Communication is key, man.
yeah.
No matter how it come off, you gotta. I mean, it's the ways that you can communicate properly too, but communication is key at the end of the day, man. What's our last one?
The last one is revisiting the past.
Nah, I know this is a problem that a lot of people do. This is a problem I used to do from time to time in arguments. Not being serious, but just knowing to hurt the other person's feelings. But you can't be throwing the past of either past relationships or past thing that's happened on in your relationship back in that person's face. You can't do that.
For instance, arguing with your boyfriend or your girlfriend and you throw out such and such ain't never did this.
Right.
Or such as I ain't never had to go through this with her, or I ain't never had to go through this with him. Like, you shouldn't do that. Because at that point, you should just be with that person.
At that point, I don't care if you, I was just, upset about it, or I was really angry. I was just saying, I don't know how to deal with this with them. I mean, okay, then segue back into that situation then, you feel me? Because you should never make a person that you would feel like a person you were before them.
It's everybody
Satisfy
has
you.
problems. Like, it's going to be something that you're not going to like about anybody that you talk to.
You're not going to come
you can
across
date
a
somebody
perfect person.
and they be cheating on you. You can date somebody and they not cheating on you, but they got a bad attitude. So you're going to leave the person who got a bad attitude for the person who cheated on you. Like, you got to know when you got a good person.
Right, and you just got to deal with and better those said problems.
Flaws.
Yeah, flaws can always be
Everyone has
corrected
flaws.
on.
You just got to know how to control your flaws.
And deal with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I have a short temper. And I have a real big pride when it comes to certain things. I hate being wrong when I have a short temper, so I'm gonna try to argue I used to, at least for the most part. I used to try to argue what I felt like I knew all the time. I always was right. I was always the one that knew exactly what was going on. I knew you couldn't tell me nothing. I'm right in this situation. You got to deal with it. Yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying?
And then with me, I be on like the, what do I say? I can't, come back to me. You just finish.
Right, but another thing I used to always, I had a real bad mouthpiece. Like we was talking about previously. I had a real bad mouthpiece. I was always saying real disrespectful things or real hurtful things in an argument because I'm not honestly, with dudes, you're either one of 3 categories. You're either a pacifist in an argument where you just don't say nothing and you just let it be what it is. You just sit there and you walk away, you leave, whatever. You're either a pacifist, you're either an abusive dude that's gonna physically hurt you, yada yada,
Verbally.
or you're a verbal abuser, where you're just gonna say really foul things to hurt the person's feelings. And I am the third. I am a verbal abuser in arguments. I'm gonna say something I feel like is gonna be detrimental to your emotions.
And then it's like when he used to do it, he used to just like I used to just like break down crying.
I know exactly what hurt you, and I
he'd
hit you
say
with like a
something,
wrecking ball.
and like we'll be just going back and forth arguing. Then he'll say something, and I just like stop everything and just break down crying. And then that's when he'll be like trying to fix it, but then at that point it'd be like a little too late.
It's a little too late at that point.
Because you already done said it,
It's
you
too late,
know.
boss. It's too late.
But then like with me, I'm usually the one that I have a very, very, very moody personality sometimes. Like that time of the month, my moods be like everywhere. Like I'll snap off on you like this, and it's like I can't really control that. I don't be trying to do it, but like sometimes like it just happen, and then he like react to it, and then it just be like a big mess, and then like we be arguing for a whole week straight because it's that time of the month.
Exactly.
It's just y'all just need to know communication. Y'all need to know how to deal with each other.
Like I said, they all segue into each other, man, one way or another.
Y'all need to know y'all partner. I keep saying that. Y'all need to know y'all partner. Like, just know them.
Learn them, man. Know
Take
what
time to
ticks
learn
them
them.
off.
Don't
Know
get in
what
a relationship
makes them feel better.
if you're
Learn how
not
to-
ready for
exactly.
one.
Don't get no way for anyone. That can bring a lot of conflicts, whether it's you still want to talk to other people or
You're
or
not
you
knowing
just
who
not
a
ready,
woman
or you just not
is.
want to deal with someone's shit
Right.
because you not ready for a relationship. You and I still want to do me and just do you. It don't matter, you know. If you don't feel like you got to be forced into anything, just do you. You want to still do you. Be ready for a relationship and do that.
Another thing, if money or looks of another person gets your attention, don't be in a relationship. Don't be in a relationship.
It's childish.
Like, you see a girl with a bigger booty than your girlfriend's, and you like, oh, I want her. Don't be in a relationship.
Like, don't get me
Or
wrong. You can look or whatever, you know, for a split second or whatever you finna do, but don't be like really contemplating on
if you should talk to her.
right, like, bro, you tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Or you
like,
see a
we all
guy
look at ass.
that
You know what I'm
got
saying?
a
But
little bit of fame with some money, and your boyfriend don't got it.
long story short, fam, if you go switch up for somebody that you feel like, if you're a female, you go switch up for somebody that you feel like got more money than your nigga or doing better than your nigga. If you're a nigga, you go switch up for a female that you feel like is better than your female or whatever. Move around, bro. Like, move around.
Because I'm
fam,
gonna tell you, you're gonna be
you
salty in the end.
And 9 times out of 10, bro, you're going to come across that eventually. You're like, it's the real world. You know what I'm saying? Like, she knows. Like, I know there's dudes with more money than me and this and that. And she might have there's females that might look better than her or be more yada, 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 whatever you want to consider it. But that's never going to dictate my relationship. It's never going to make me move funny. And if it ain't that situation where they like, you know, just take that certain person. Nah, F that, bro. Can't nobody make me move funny on her. It's just not happening. It's not realistic, bro. And it's been a lot that's tried.
Because even if like you leave your girlfriend or something, and that person got a bigger ass, better body shape, look
they ain't
better,
gonna treat you like that.
you gonna be thinking about the one who been riding for you the whole time.
The
Like,
real
yeah,
one.
she got this, but
It's
she
gonna
ain't
hit
got
you.
nothing
It's gonna
else.
hit you when you ain't got it no more. It's gonna hit
Exactly,
you.
you're gonna miss it
You-
because
you
9 times out
appreciate
of 10, you're gonna regret it, or they gonna be doing them and gonna do you bogus. How
They
you
gonna boss
did.
up on you. You'll be shitty because the person you with now that you switched up on for
They ain't got
cheat
nothing
on
but
you or
worse.
ain't not really nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? Honestly.
Right.
But without further ado, we're gonna wrap the video
Yeah,
up
that's the
today.
end of the video.
We probably dragged it
guys.
down a little too long, but we're just giving y'all nothing but free game, honestly.
Yeah.
But we love y'all. Stay tuned. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, share. Follow our social medias. That's going to be in the link below. And plug in, family. Woo.
I don't fuck with you. And in reality, I do not need a substitute. So baby, what's up with you? You fucking with